Hey, and welcome to another episode of Love and Black with Tory and Teri.
Good evening. We are here with you. This is the celebrity edition tonight.
Yeah, special edition tonight. We got a special guest that you guys are going to love. He is Houston famous, but we're going to make him worldwide famous right now.
Yeah.
So we have KG Smooth from Majic 102, The Quiet Storm. And those of you in the Houston area, you know him. But those of you that Ohio and some other places, I'm sure he's in those markets as well.
Oh, Funktown, yeah.
Yep, Funktown, Ohio.
Yeah.
What you know
Ohio
about that?
players.
What you know about that?
I know heaven must be like this.
Ooh. She takes me on a roller coaster ride every time. So anyway.
You see I got the fan out early, y'all. I got the fan out early.
So anyway, special edition night because KG is one of the Houston superstars that's going to be presented on television, and that's OWN. What's the show called, baby?
That's Oprah Winfrey's network.
I know, right? Yeah. What we call Ready to Love. So that's with nephew Tommy and all those characters.
Oh, I love that show. Yeah.
Yep. So he's going to be on there. So we're going to bring him up in a few moments here. But we just wanted to talk to you guys, and I had a quick question for my wife. I don't think I should ask it. I'm going to ask y'all. What's your sex number, women?
What's that? What is it?
You don't know what the sex number is?
What's the question again?
What is your sex number? Come on now, you got to know.
I would think that everybody wants a 10, right? You want it to be the top.
No. She talking about a 10. The sex number is how many sexual partners you've been with before you with your current guy.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So really, you guys?
So I hope
where'd this come from?
I hope it's not a 10 for you.
No, I'm talking about, okay, well, you know what, you guys know where I was coming from. I'm coming from that anytime you step in the bedroom, it better be a 10. I mean, everybody's expecting it to. Actually, you're expecting it to be off the charts. But, what is this?
Well, apparently it's a thing because, as you know, I just hadn't called it that yet. But as you know, we got a lot of letters in recently about men wanting to know what their partner's sex number is.
This is
and
true.
I'm like,
actually, you know what? Now it's all coming together. This is true. We do.
But it's funny, baby, because why all of a sudden, and what difference will it make?
Okay, so let's look at it like this. Of course, if there was a health condition you need to alert your, of course, if you would go to the doctor or something. We've seen that in the movies where it's like, okay, you got to call all your people. Wait, what?
The clap, baby. Come on now.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Look, and I'm glad I don't know. This is the first time I can say I don't know, and I'm glad I don't know. But
I'm glad that you don't know either.
Okay, yeah. But no, with all that being said, I don't understand, other than it being some kind of health risk or, need to know basis, why that is. I just think that's really invasive.
You know what? I think you say invasive, I say insecurity on the guy's part, but we're going to get into that though.
Yeah, I mean, because it doesn't mean it's prior to you. I think anything that happens prior to you that you want to share, cool, you feel comfortable, you guys have that type of relationship. But anything prior to that person really doesn't matter. It's about you. Be happy about the moment you're in. That focuses on the person that you're with.
Guys, you really don't want to know, right? One is too many, I would say. So.
Well, and that's how a guy would feel about her ex-boyfriend.
But hold on, but that's why I'm saying,
you
don't want to know. So why is it so important now, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it's bizarre. You guys may feel differently. I don't know. So you could write us, though. I'd certainly love to hear what you guys think.
We got, our entertainer / radio DJ and all that. You want to introduce him? Because maybe he can shed some light on this.
Oh, my God. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to bring him in. Okay, so y'all know I'm from the Bay Area, from California. And so this is very dear to me. He's from Ohio. And he's a guest. He hails from Houston by way of Ohio, the birthplace, like I said earlier, the funk. And he's multi-talented. He's a star on OWN's network, Ready to Love. Ready to Love. Let's take a sneak peek at the video. Well, we're going to show you guys a clip, and then we're going to bring him on. But this is our celebrity of the week.
right. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed that little sneak peek of what the show is going to be about. So without further ado, let's bring in KG Smooth to the stage.
Welcome to Love and Black, KG.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Tory and Teri, man? Thank y'all for having me on Love and Black.
Thank you for coming,
We're so
man.
glad you're here.
Man, I love the vibes.
Thank you, man.
you.
Thank you. And we definitely digging y'all vibes over there too. We saw the clip and can't wait to this new season to start. You know, it's Ready to Love for those of you that are just joining in. And what they did this time was they took, how many Houston guests were there?
20. It's 20 singles.
It was 20 singles? I didn't know it was that many.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're over here. You got nephew Tommy with you. We're over here like, you know, big brother and sister just cheering you on. We're so excited for you. We don't know what to do.
I know.
Man,
right?
thank you so much. Thank you. It was quite the experience.
Yeah. Well, tell us about it. What happened on the show there? I know you can't tell much.
Yeah. Well, for those who aren't familiar with the show, Ready to Love, it is a dating reality show, something that Will Packard had came up with. You know, when you look on television, there's not a lot of shows like, you know, The Bachelor or things of that nature that feature, you know, Black folks. And so Will Packard Productions, along with Light Snack Media and the Oprah Winfrey Network, decided to come up with this dating reality show for, you know, older, you know, the more mature crowd. So, you know, the singles are, you know, from 30 to about 55.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like the best description I heard about the show that a fan told me. She was like, it's like The Bachelor and Big Brother put together, but for Black folk.
But for Black folks.
Good concept. That's exactly what the concept. That's it. That's it right there. That's it. Because they're all in that house. You know, they're all in the house together. Yeah.
So, are you allowed to say what a resort it was that you guys were at?
Yeah. Well, you know what, Tori, to be totally honest, I don't even remember the name of the lake resort. We were 2.5 hours outside of Atlanta.
Okay.
And so we were in Young Harris, Georgia, at a lake resort there. But the name, it really does escape me. Lake Chateau or something like that.
Was it beautiful?
Oh yeah, because you know the lake there, and then you've got this picturesque view of the mountains in the back, and so you know, just with the Smoky Mountains. So we were in North Georgia, so right there, the South Carolina border. We were close to South Carolina, and so you know, you saw those mountains, and you know, they would get smoky sometimes. It was very sexy.
Wow. Hey, can you tell us what was the process, the selection process for you guys here in Houston?
Yeah. Well, you know, in all honesty, the show chose me. I didn't choose the show. The show chose me. They reached out to me 3 times, and I said no all 3 times. And
so,
then,
what about this time? What was it about this time?
Well, you know, in all honesty, it was my listeners. So when I do the Quiet Storm at night, I jump on Magic's Facebook Live and I do conversations with KG, and I just, you know, talk to my listeners like, you know, like they right there with me at the house. And I was telling them about the show, and they were like, "No, KG, do it. You should do it. Like, you're the perfect guy for this. You know, you're single. You talk about finding love and a wife on here, and you should do it." And I was like, "Wow, are y'all for real?" It was like, "Yeah." So I went back on Instagram and hit up the last producer, like, "Okay, I'll give it a go." And then literally like an hour later, I received a phone call for my first interview, and then the audition process began.
Yeah. So look, so I don't have them anymore, man. So I'm gonna get my wife's white out, and when you do your shirt like this and them 6-packs show up, I'm just gonna white them out a little bit. Not that I'm jealous or anything. We gotta keep it clean for TV.
Hey, listen, I'm not the only one with body. Like, yo, let me tell you, some of the other fellas, like, there are a couple of personal trainers on there. Like, there's some guys that's on there that will, you know, put me to shame. You know, I'm just a slim, you know, action figure body type. You know,
The
those
Ken Barbie
guys.
doll.
But you know, that's applauded.
No,
That-
more like the Wolverine action figure.
Oh, the Wolverine, yeah.
But you
Spider-Man
know,
or somebody like that.
We got to give the props because it's hard to do that during COVID. Folks been packed on
Yeah.
their town, so hey,
These are
kudos.
facts.
Hey, look,
These are big facts.
I got COVID weight on me. I got weight on me since the Obama era. So
I'm
I don't
still
know.
trying. I'm working with mine.
Listen,
Y'all be nice to me.
Hey
I'm
Tori,
working
I
with
gotta
mine.
be honest though. Like I've been waiting on the grown man weight to hit me. Like
Grown man
I
weight.
I was like, what is it ever gonna come? And no. And now I'm a man of a certain age. I'm like, I'm over 40 and it hasn't happened, so it ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna be
No
like,
way. No
I'm gonna be
way.
like Lenny Kravitz. I just saw that picture of Lenny Kravitz. He is 56, still
He
looks good.
six pack. I was like, you know what, Lenny Kravitz, that's gonna be me
There you
when
go.
I'm your age, like still killing it.
So look, you didn't get the
Shout
freshman
out to Lenny
15.
Kravitz. Love you, Lenny.
You didn't get the freshman 15.
I did not.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
That's amazing.
I was lucky
man.
in that.
Yeah.
I was. My brothers hate me. Like everybody hates me. Everybody hates Chris. Let's just say because I can eat whatever I want, sleep on it, all of that. Don't gain an ounce, and
Wow.
so I'm an anomaly, as my brothers say. Like
Right on.
So check this
Everybody
out.
hates
The gifts we
Yeah.
receive.
So check this out. So let's kind of segue from the radio to television, right? So
Yeah.
This is your first foray into television, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, it is, especially reality television. I mean, I've made one or two, appearances like in the background on other reality shows, but in terms of being on TV consistently, having a persona and that I'm going to, just the whole ordeal. This is my first go round,
Okay.
and I gotta say, I liked it a lot. It was quite the experience.
Yeah. The reason I ask is because there's so many people that see us on radio, but it's so different now because we broadcast on Instagram and Facebook when we go live on our radio show. But back in the day, we didn't have that. So it was just the face behind the mic, the faceless person behind the mic. Nobody knew what that person looked like.
That's where his voice.
Right, radio was
plays
because
so
radio
much.
was theater of the mind.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's why I was asking, how did you feel about that transition from radio to television?
Well, it wasn't too foreign for me, Tori, because nowadays with social media, and as you and Terry know, your show is on Facebook and it airs digitally on the Rokus and the Apple TVs and all of that.
Yeah.
With having to be present, like you got to go where the people are. So, my program director up there at the box, shout out to Terry Thomas. She's like, go where the people are. And so, since 2014, I've been putting, content out via the radio station, video content, be it like my little man on the street. I used to do KG Smooth on the Move, where I would be at a protest or some community event or debate or something. And
Right.
so me wanting to be in the camera is nothing because I've always wanted to be in the camera.
I love
it.
I created
love it.
online content for that. And so me talking to, my audience, the Quiet Storm audience at night in Houston on Magic's Facebook Live and, just appearances, doing interviews on local shows and this and the third. So it wasn't foreign to me. And I love the camera anyway. So,
There you go. You seem awfully comfortable.
And this was the realm that I wanted to go to next, like to be honest with you, to totally to keep it a buck, Tory and Teri. Like I never saw myself being a jock my entire life. I did think I'd be doing this for 20 years and move on. And it's just so funny how God moves, and November will make 20 years that I have been in radio, and the show is about to air, and God knew that TV is where I wanted to go. So how it's all lining up is just, I'm just like, wow, it's divine. It ain't nobody but
Nobody
God.
but God. But God, as we say.
I love it. I love it. You know how we get excited about how God will do it, and I love how He's so.
And I mean,
smooth
and
with
what
it.
He
No
has
pun
for
intended.
you
is for you.
is for you.
Right.
And
Yes.
nobody can stop it.
That's
Exactly.
right.
I've had some haters try to block, and they couldn't because God got this, because this is for you. So no matter what no matter what. And I want to tell everybody that's watching right there, because I'm a testament to this, to right at this very moment tonight on Love and Black with Tory and Teri Smith, that he hears you. And when you put it out there and you get back what you put out.
Exactly.
You can't outgive him.
And when you speak it, you can't outgive it. And when you speak it into existence and you move accordingly, he will give it to you. So if you got a hater, if you're doing something and a hater is trying to hate on your, don't worry about that, because what God has for you is for you, and no man can stop that.
Exactly.
Right.
Man, I'm so glad you said that.
You just blessed me.
Because
you blessed us.
my wife just said you blessed us, but you also blessed a lot of other people that want to get into this realm. So,
people are listening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we are going to put a pin in it for a minute, and we're going to come back and ask you a few more questions about the show, and then we're going to go to our letter of the day.
I love the DC here. This is so fun.
This is good. So we'll be right back.
Back, you guys.
We'll be right back to Love and Black after these messages.
Now come test drive the much-anticipated all-new 2021 Cadillac Escalade at Ron Carter Cadillac. And for a limited time, get an unheard of $19,000 in total savings on new 2020 Escalades, or pay just $879 a month with only $1 down, only at Ron Carter Cadillac. Visit us today, Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway. Visit RonCarterCadillac.com, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer.
In this coming election, voters 50 plus will make the difference in elections across the state. The time is now to make a plan so you can vote how you choose in this coming election. Eligible voters can vote by mail-in ballot, and all registered voters can vote safely in person early or on voting day. Don't wait, make a plan to vote today. For more voting information, head to aarp.org. I'm Tina Knowles-Lawson, and I'm a proud voter.
In this coming election, voters age 50 plus will make the difference in elections across the state. The time is now to make a plan so you can vote how you choose. In this coming election, eligible voters can vote by mail-in ballot, and all registered voters can vote safely in person early or on voting day. Don't wait, make a plan to vote today. For more voting information, head to aarp.org/tx. I'm Chloe Dow, and I'm a Texas voter.
Greetings, Stafford. This is Councilman Cecil Willis on the campaign trail in Stafford, spreading my message and my vision for Stafford.
Friendship and fairness comes before power. And I'm here to formally endorse my good friend and city council member, Cecil Willis.
Join me in my endorsement of Councilmember Cecil Willis.
If you helped a friend get a job, and once they were hired, they ignored you, what would you think of them? For a quarter of a century, Congressional District 18 has voted for Sheila Jackson Lee. And what do we have to show for it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 13 times, she's gotta go. I'm Wendell Champion, and I need your vote. Visit me at champion2020.com. I'm Wendell Champion, and I approve this message.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service, striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
And now, back to Love and Black with Tory and Teri.
Hey, and we're back. Hey, we've been talking to KG Smooth from Houston's Magic 102, but he's also, Houston famous anyway.
Yes.
So
he's our celebrity.
He's our celebrity
tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm discrediting him because he's been all over the United States and his show plays in all these different markets. But the reason I say Houston famous because I'm trying to correlate him with the show Ready to Love. and we had an all, or they, not we, but they had an all Houston cast.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, this season, all Houston.
All Houston. So Houston, stand up, be proud. I mean, you know, we had the Super Bowl here a few years ago. You know, the Astros are winning and all. So, man, now we got people that's representing globally.
Our very own,
here.
yes.
Yep. So we bring back KG.
Hey,
KG Smooth, I should say.
What's up, Tory and Teri, man?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a
Loving this.
question.
Love in black.
I know.
Love in
You
black.
better know. You better know. Okay, I got a question. So you were on Houston, the Dancing with Houston Stars? They have the Dancing with Houston?
Yeah.
Tell us about
I
that.
participated in Dancing with the Houston Stars. That was and still the reigning champion, because they haven't had another one. So I'm still the champion. As a matter of fact, here's the trophy right here.
Oh wow!
Awesome.
Here is the trophy right here. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Dancing with the Houston Stars. 2018 champion. It was an amazing experience.
Really?
When I got the email, January of 2018, and I read it, I said out loud, I was like, excuse my language, hell yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna win.
And I'm gonna win. Put it out there like you said.
And that's what I said. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna win.
this.
Like those were the words that came out of my mouth after I received that email. And they got me with a great partner, and shout out to Myra Bullock.
Okay.
And I told her, I was like, I want you to challenge me. I don't want to do anything I don't want to do no hip hop stuff. Like I don't want to do stuff that is easy that I already know how to do. Like let's
Stretch
do
yourself.
some real like contemporary stuff. Like I want to challenge myself.
Yeah.
And,
Had you ever had any experience doing that type of dancing?
Not that type of dancing, not contemporary, like you know, with the lines and kind of the ballet turns and all of that. But the choreography that she came up with, we were everywhere. It was mainly contemporary. Then we did a little hip hop piece, and then we did a little Latin piece. We did the samba, I believe. So it turns out I won. Well, I also won along with Fox 26's Jonathan Martin, but they called my name first, so I'm the winner.
Well, you were the first one.
They call your name.
That's all right. That's right.
Amen,
You broke the
amen.
tape first. So, hey man, look. So we got you as actor now. We got you as DJ, dancer.
And celebrity.
What else do you do? What else do you do in the celebrity realm?
I love music. I'm a lover of music. My dad was a musician, and so music is in me. My brother's a musician as well. So I play around with the vocals. I really love to. I like to write and record and sing. I really love arranging background vocals and harmonies. Like that's like my lane.
Yeah.
For real. Like so, I love to write and arrange background vocals and harmony. That's just so funny that you asked that, Tory, because just like a couple of weeks ago, I was like, dang, like I miss going to the studio to record. Like just the art of recording and just making beautiful music and doing all of that. So that's funny that you asked that. So that's another thing. I can read, so I can cook.
That's cool, man. Hey, look, on the show, Ready to Love, right? I know it was 20 of you guys that were there and all. Did any of you know each other here?
That's a good question.
Yeah, well, surprisingly, with me being KG Smooth, there were 3 people that I knew already: Joy, Brian, and Chef Shay.
Okay.
And but I knew Joy and Brian, better than Chef Shay. Chef Shay was just somebody that I had, ran across in these Houston streets. So it was surprising to see them there. But everybody else, I had never seen in Houston.
That is
I was
funny.
like,
did they know you?
Right, exactly. I'm like, how is it? Like, I know Houston is, it's a big, small city.
Big, small.
Big, small city, yeah.
Yeah. But for me to had never seen any of them girls before, I was like, what? Yeah, I'm like, am I not getting out enough?
Well, COVID did kind of help that. It had us everybody sheltered in.
COVID did, yeah, because, and that's why the show is called Last Resort. So originally, we were supposed to film in Houston and go on dates throughout the city, because Houston has so many dope spots, and like we were so excited, like the world finally gets to see how incredibly dope Houston is and all of its, hidden gems and whatnot. But then COVID hit, and then they had to, rethink of how, to do it. And then they told us, like, okay, so we're going to do something like we're going to be like in a bubble, like the NBA.
Right.
And so, yeah, the process was cool. Of course, we had to get tested before we left. And then once we got there, we were quarantined for 5 days. And, and then we got, once we started filming, we got tested every 3 days. Well, we tested before we started filming, and then once we started filming, we got tested every 3 days.
Wow. Sure. Hey, look, you were talking about all these dope spots in Houston. What's your favorite date night spot?
Oh, yeah, I got a question, too.
My favorite date night spot in Houston, I like to create things to be for real, Tory. Like, I'm one of those ones that will set it up as to where there's I got a nice little space area on a rooftop, with, the dinner set up or something. Like, I'm a creative like that. Like,
He's
folks.
a creative, though, and you have that mind. That's why they call him KG Smooth. You need to know. That's why.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
No, not you. I'm talking about the people need to know why he has the name that he has. Listen.
Yeah, so I'm going to create some spots that I do like to frequent here lately. 77 Degrees. I really like it there.
Okay.
Like that's my spot. Hanky and Pilot, that place is lit. All of the typical, Houston spots where everybody goes to congregate. But in terms of like, if I'm trying to, wine and dine and romance a woman, I'm going to create the vibe.
Yes.
We ain't gonna go out somewhere.
I hear you.
Hey, I got a question. Listen, what's on your playlist? When you take a woman out, KG, what's on your playlist?
So I would probably start out with a little music soul child, just friends. We can hook up, hang out.
That's my boy.
And then go into some old school, Teddy Pendergrass with a little turn off the lights. And then probably Jodeci's Freaking You would be next on that one. And then, slide into, a little Ursha, baby.
Hey, how you,
what
about
goes my
little
baby.
Dwelle? Can you do a little Dwelle too? How you feel about
Dwelle,
that?
yeah. I would love to find my way.
Yeah.
Find my way right into her heart.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That Raheem Devon, we can go on and on and on.
Raheem, oh man, that is my dog, Raheem.
Really?
I love Raheem Devon.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the most underrated male R&B vocalists, I think. He doesn't get the props that he deserves as a
We love his music.
as a vocalist.
Woman. Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah, he kills that song. Like,
he does.
Do you hear him on the end, like with the opera at the
Yep.
end of that song?
That's anthem.
Like the man is singing opera at the end.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Talented.
Oh, I love how he does that. Oh my God, that's my song.
Whoa!
Yes.
I mean, my voice ain't warmed up, but yeah, all of that.
No,
Yeah,
I feel it, because that's the song. That's the anthem.
Hey, look, so
for those who know.
So when we were dating,
Right.
that was one of the songs on her thing, because we both, like she said, we both love music.
Love it.
And with me being a singer and then her loving music, I was throwing cuts in there that I knew she never heard of, and then she was trying to get me, but it was
It
one.
was a battle of the cuts. We were sending them back and forth. I bet you ain't heard this. You know this. You know this. We kept on.
Right.
But it was one. It was that woman. She said, "I bet you don't know this." And she played "Woman," by Raheem Devon. And I'm like, girl, come on now.
Whatever. If you don't know, now you know.
If you don't know, now you know. Hey, look.
Player.
Thank you, baby.
I know, right? Hey, look, let me ask you another question about the show, right? So, are you breaking any hearts in Houston by going on that show?
Oh, he just in your. I know.
I just want to know.
Yes, and clearly, because
TMZ would ask you that question, so we ask
the heart and the heartbreak texts and DMs are coming. They're already coming. Like
I knew it.
I saw the promo. I saw the promo. Like, you really on TV looking for love? We could have blah, 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 blah. Like, and then another one will be like, like, my heart is broken, but I'm happy for you at the same time. I hope you find it. And then, now I'm getting weirdos like, well, what happened? Are you taken?
Weirdos.
Like, I want to date you. All of that, and it's just like, it's so weird. It is so weird.
Inquiring minds want to know now, right?
I know. Hey man, with your smooth jams and Quiet Storm, and us Loving Black, man, we gotta collaborate.
Oh, we can do it.
We gotta collaborate.
Oh man, that would be awesome. I would love to have y'all on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not only that, but just have y'all on the show in the 10 o'clock hour. I always talk relationships. See, the Quiet Storm is about love, relationship, relaxation, and sex. And each hour I try to do that. In the 9 o'clock hour, it's love with the love story. 10 o'clock hour, conversations with KG, where I talk about relationships. 11 o'clock, where we do some guided meditation. And then the 12 o'clock hour, in the demon time, we turn it up the freak notch. So, but I would love to have you, Tory and Teri, on to talk some relationship stuff in the Quiet Storm.
Cool.
We'll have to set that up.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Check.
That's nothing.
Speaking of sex, you just mentioned sex.
Oh, here we go.
Great segue into our question for the evening. Okay.
So get my fan ready, y'all.
You ready for this?
Let's go.
So like we get letters from either the audience, viewers, wherever, right? And lately we've gotten a couple like this. So I thought it would fit appropriately in this segment. So we're going to give it a try.
All right.
So here it goes. Dear Tory and Teri, tell me what you think of this. My fiance wants to know how many guys I slept with before him. Who does this? Anyway, he is very adamant and says that this is a factor in marrying me. I asked him how many different people has he slept with, and he said 5 or 6. And that was after arguing with him about me deflecting the question back to him. I said that this is ridiculous and refused to answer. Now, he has put off the wedding and has canceled our flight and hotel reservations until he gets an answer.
Wow.
My question is it important to divulge my past history, sexual history, to anyone? So, you know what?
Oh, this got to be
KG, you're
rethought.
going to agree with me right off the bat, right? If she says just one, what are we going to say?
You got to multiply that by 3.
I know, right? You got to.
He said what? No,
I was telling her this last night. I said, whatever the number is, you got to add 3 zeros, or you got
to multiply that by 3.
3 zeros? Oh my God!
No, you got to multiply by 3. Whatever
the number is.
Whatever your body count is, you got to multiply that by 3, and that's the real number. I mean, that's word to J. Cole.
You guys, 3 zeros. Is that even humanly possible?
Well, I'm older than him, but we know.
Right.
She says that even humanly possible. Yeah.
You guys.
This guy sounds insecure. Because first of all, buddy, you don't want to know that answer. Like, who you fooling? Like, stop tricking yourself. Stop fooling yourself. You don't want to know that number. You don't want to know that answer. And for this to be a deal breaker in the engagement because she doesn't feel like she needs to share her body count with you, and you deflecting from it too, like there's some insecurity stuff going on with him. He must be a big hoe. And that's why he wants to know that.
Wait, big. How many was that? Was that big?
big. 5 bigs.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you clarified that.
He's a 5-star hoe.
Hey. I'm glad you clarified that because I heard big. I was like, wait a minute. What did he just say?
Big.
No. I'm like, what did he just say? So we're going to have to listen to that one.
That's a hashtag. That's a hashtag.
It certainly is. Man, like KG said, I mean, guys, you really don't want to know. You just better be glad that you're the one with her now, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on. If that was something that you were, that was such a deal breaker or whatever, you just had, you could have got that talked about at the beginning. Exactly. Why now when everything is booked? And
right.
I mean, come on, that's really a cheap shot. I think it's not.
It really is.
It's just hurtful. And I mean, what's the real reason? I think you're not telling the real truth, because it sounds like you just want to get out of it.
Well,
and he used this because that just, come on, who goes that far?
Yeah.
And then
so you think
then
he
it becomes
wants to
an
get
issue.
out of the wedding?
I mean,
he's already gone as far as canceling.
Well, he's truly ghosted, that's for sure. He just ghosted her.
Well, no, he's still there. He didn't ghost her.
He shut everything down.
He shut himself down, but she's still with him.
Well, I didn't get all that out of the letter, but I will say this. Now it just, what, this is the deal. It's not about that. It's bigger than that. It never, And then the communication stuff. This is way bigger than that. There's something else going on. I mean, we clearly know that they didn't get premarital counseling before. So, it might be something you guys want to look into now so you can go back and rewind and do it the right way.
Exactly.
And, get it in order.
Yep.
Get it in order.
Hey,
that's what it is. He's having a sucker attack.
A sucker attack. Hey, look, hold on to the sucker attack, and we're going to be right back.
Okay.
We'll be right back to Love in Black after these messages.
In these crazy times, we need love more than ever. I gathered 20 eligible singles from my hometown of Houston and brought them here to live together under one roof on this beautiful resort, away from the outside world. Use your time here in paradise wisely. By the end, only 6 people will remain. This is Ready to Love, Last Resort.
Premieres Friday, October 23rd, 9/8 Central.
The weekend starts with OWN. Ready to Love fans? Your boy is back, and your show is back. This season, we're switching it all the way up. A Last Resort has never looked quite like this. Ready to Love, Last Resort premieres Friday, October 23rd, 9/8 Central.
Ron Carter Cadillac, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, delivers test drives to your home or office, like the new 2020 XT4 Luxury Collection, only $299 a month. The new 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection, $399 a month. Or the first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, just $499 a month. All for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase and choose 0% APR for 60 months plus $2,000 bonus cash with no payments until March 2021. Visit RonCarterCadillac.com.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote
by mail-in ballot.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote safely in person.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote early.
I am a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote safely in person. In this coming election, voters aged 50 plus
will make all the difference.
Will make the difference.
Will make the difference.
Will make the difference.
Will make the difference in elections across the state.
So make a plan now.
So you can vote however you choose.
It doesn't matter
where you vote,
how you vote, or who you vote for.
What matters?
What matters?
What matters?
What matters is that you have a plan to vote.
For more information,
head to
aarp.org/tx.
Vote.
Vote. Vote.
Đi bầu cử.
और वोट करना मत भूलिएगा.
Vote.
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 唔該，去投票。
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service, striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
If you helped a friend get a job, and once they were hired, they ignored you, what would you think of them? For a quarter of a century, Congressional District 18 has voted for Sheila Jackson Lee. And what do we have to show for it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 13 times, she's got to go. I'm Wendell Champion, and I need your vote. Visit me at champion2020.com. I'm Wendell Champion, and I approve this message.
Hello again, Stafford. We are extremely proud of the diverse community we have in Stafford.
We need you to get out and vote for Cecil Willis.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
And now, back to Love and Black with Tory and Teri.
Hey, and we're back. Hey, we were talking about what's your sex number, and we left off with KG. He was about to say something before we had to go to break. What you got, KG?
Yeah, what you got?
Man, I was just saying about Buddy, old girl's ex-fiance, that he's having a sucker attack. Okay, yeah. This is the insecurity of this man is off the charts. For this to be a deal breaker, and you break off the engagement because you want to know your fiance's body count. If that was the deal breaker, like you two said, this is a conversation that y'all should have had in the beginning. There's something else. There's something else going on there. Like he's got major skeletons, and he's deflecting from whatever his past is, or that he can't look himself in the mirror and face, whatever it is. That's why he's projecting that onto her. That's what that is. That's projection.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. You got it. You got it.
Most
Bingo.
definitely.
Ding, ding, ding.
Because either something triggered him, either a childhood trauma, what he saw in the house. We always say that your marriage is your children's classroom. Yes. And something had to have either there was cheating done in the house, or some sort of infidelity that he witnessed, or maybe even past relationships. Maybe he was cheated on.
I don't know. Maybe he saw, like you said, there's triggers. He may have seen some behavior in her, or, once you start, you start talking marriage plans, and people, they're talking, whether it's a family member, you got the women in the family. Somebody might even put in his ear one of his boys. Hey, she used to be with so-and-so. You never know how stuff comes back around.
But we all have a past, though, Terry.
Exactly. I agree.
All have a past.
Oh, no, I agree, honey, wholeheartedly. I'm just saying things like that happen. And that's why I really suggest that if they would have I don't know if they did, but if they did, y'all need to call us, because whoever was went on their JOB. But if you had gotten your premarital counseling, all of these things, would come out up front, because she would be able to say, even if it wasn't that question, it would be other things, because there's other things such as this that are invasive, that are starting, and invasive that would come out, like, he likes to this, or fetishes, all kind of stuff comes out,
You know what I mean? So, actually, no.
Okay, let's keep talking.
You're laughing, but no, that's
serious
true.
Though,
because
no, that's why I'm laughing. It's funny because it's true.
When you hear about these things, people are freaky. Okay.
Oh, he's going there.
And they're freaky.
But you're right.
No, and they're freaky in different sorts of ways, right? And especially with the internet out, where they can post freaky things.
We hear it all.
Or just watching pornography, which will really mess up your mind psychologically and your expectations of sexual activities.
Exactly.
And especially now with this period, we were just talking about COVID and commercial break and stuff, and everything is so virtual now. So people are just in the house, and it's just it's a lot.
So check this out,
It
KG.
is a lot.
When I say freaky with him, first thing come to my mind after the insecurity parts, the next thing come to my mind is, okay, this dude is a freak, because he's probably imagining.
Get out of my head.
Yep, he's probably imagining her with other guys.
When he's with her.
When he's with her. So,
y'all know you do.
There's all sorts of.
Not everybody, but somebody does.
I don't know if you caught that, KG.
I caught it.
Let's call a thing a thing, right? Call a thing a thing.
Yeah. So, we can jump to all these conclusions, right? But the thing is that if you're so adamant about knowing that, and that's a deal breaker for you,
something else
something else is going on.
Something else is definitely
the sexual
going on.
fetish that Did she say, okay, well, let's say only been with 3 guys, right? And he's probably going, 3? Who were they? So where does this end?
Wow.
Where does this end with him?
What does it matter? Like, you know him.
Exactly. But my point is,
I'm trying to figure out, where's he going with this?
Where's he going with this, right? Let's say she told him,
where's the satisfaction?
It never ends. So then he's going to want to know, well, were they better than me?
That's where I'm thinking that he's going with this.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the means to an end? What's the means?
And he don't want to know that either. So stop playing yourself. And you don't want to know that either, because your insecurity is going to be through the roof. If, you know,
that's a
she
lot.
hit you with and it was better than you. Like, he was smaller than you, and he was better than you. Like, you don't want to know that.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, that's bad.
I mean, and okay, so you find out. She give you a number. You badger her, because I can see this conversation going on and on. You're badgering her. Are you sure it was that many? And now she's into it. She's like, hold on, dude. What's wrong with you?
That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at. Those are flags. Those are flags, sweetheart.
Those are big flags.
From a woman's perspective, right? What's going through her mind? Keeping in mind from the letter, she's still there, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, she still wants to be married to him because of the fact that she's still there. Why is she writing? Because you could easily say, "Get the heck out of here."
Because they can work. I mean, this is something that is work throughable.
Exactly.
Yeah, honestly speaking, I mean, I am going to get this again, but I would say this to her, but I will tell you, I can definitely tell you what would be going through my mind.
That's why we want to know this perspective.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to tell you right now, I think that there's something else here. And I think that this is just, if you go down that rabbit hole, it's just bad, because what happens is then it turns into something else and something else. If she was to share, calling herself complying with, because she doesn't want, she wants to be peace and work in harmony and answer it and be upfront, and forthright. Even still, that can turn into him later thinking, especially if she told the truth and it wasn't favorable for him, then she can start to think, he could start to, his imagination, they say your imagination is worse than truth.
Thinking.
It just is a runaway train where then he starts thinking, well, is she still talking to him? Is she still in touch with him? This
right.
gets so bad.
You start to get into your own head.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
It reminds me so much.
Very detrimental to a relationship.
When we deal with couples that suffer
I've
from
done
infidelity. You had the questions in your head pondering?
Oh yeah,
I've gotten into my imagines
own.
That.
Yeah, I've gotten into my own head.
Sure.
Plenty of times, and conversation kills assumption, and so you got to talk it out.
Yeah.
You have to communicate it, and then because I'm thinking one thing, and then I talk to her, and she was like,
it wasn't even like
well, it was this, and this, like, exactly, yeah. So,
but we all can do it.
We do that to ourselves.
Yeah, we do. Especially with shows like CSI.
And I don't know what that is about.
Yeah.
CSI.
We do become our own detective. We start to solve mysteries. We solve mysteries.
Turn to forensic detective.
Right. But
Okay, so
human nature.
I don't know if you're a movie buff. So you say you went into the store at 11 o'clock?
Right. You done messed up, right?
You know you done messed up, right? So you say you've been with 3 people? 3 guys? Okay. You know you done messed up, right? Dude, you're comical at this point.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it, babe.
Right.
But being professional counselors, I can't say that. So what I can say is this sounds like maybe he experienced infidelity in a previous relationship. He's trying to either
trauma.
Yeah, it's trauma. So he experienced in a previous relationship, and instead of him wanting to know, hey, what are our boundaries with our relationship? What if you see somebody at the job you like, or instead of discussing that stuff, putting boundaries around things, his mind's a runaway train.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
And he's thinking like, okay, if she's messing around, with one of these guys that, I know that she was with this dude with this, bad BMW the last time and all this stuff. So he's probably, all this stuff is running through his mind, and it's worse than somebody that experienced infidelity because, they start thinking all these things that aren't even true.
Yeah. I'm glad that you started it off with saying, you know, it's comical, because we would want to come from the standpoint to just kind of, you know, lighten the levity, right? Just, okay, hey, look, you know, and then come from a clinical, you know, approach in real world, because it's real world.
It is real
but
world.
yeah, because he's in his own head, and that's where it's like, you know what? This is what a term I call it.
Head.
I call this is my family knows, my husband, our kids. There's no monster under the bed. There's no monster under the bed. There's no monster in the closet. You know, as kids, we grow up with that kind of. It's not, and so, for her, you know, you were asking me about her. I will say this, you know, sister, this is a red flag. And I know that you probably love your man if you guys have gotten to the place of marriage and destination, you know. But this is where you make a phone call. It's like, I'm either going to make a call to the men in the little white coats, or I'm going to call Tory and Teri. I mean, you know, not to be mean, but seriously, this isn't good, and it's not healthy. So even if you know, he said, I don't want to do it or whatever, I'm sure you care about him. And it's like, let's really get some help with this, you know, so that it's not just coming from me, that you can really hear it, because I want us to get help with this. You know, just be adult about it, really and truly.
Yeah, because this is a life-changing thing. I mean, getting married, you don't play with that.
Well, I always say, be sure you're sure. Be sure you're sure.
Yes, indeed.
And look, like I swear, I think we say this every show, but when they show you who they are, believe them.
Believe them.
And do your work.
Do your work getting in there. Hey, man, you know, this is the last point I'm going to make on this, then we're going to move on to moving on out of here. Let me ask you this. What if you encountered this situation, you being a Quiet Storm DJ, what 3 songs would you give him?
Oof, that is a good one, Tory. What 3 songs would I give this guy that is going through that?
I'll give you a hint for the first one.
Carl Thomas, Emotional, probably.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I think the first one should be the OJ's. She used to be my girl. Because I'm sure this girl.
Your body's here with me,
your
but
body's
your
here with me,
mind
but
is
your
on
mind is on the other side of
town. Ding, 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 ding.
No.
High five.
We'll make it 4 songs then, because I'm thinking used to be my girl, and definitely that one. So you said Carl Thomas, Emotional.
Yeah.
So, he's very emotional.
And right, isn't he though? And another one would be probably Fooling Around by Changing Faces.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's good.
That's good. That's
real good.
That's good.
Wow.
So, hey, look, man, we love having you on the show tonight.
You gotta come back.
Man, thank you all for having me.
Yeah. So before we leave, though, I want you to, you know, just let everybody know, you know, about the show on when they can see it, if you know the times and all it's going to air in this area, or we're actually on television, so, you know, wherever they are, just say Central Standard Time. But let them know about where they can see you and all that good stuff.
All your handles, honey. Just give them everything you got.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Well, you can follow me on social media. I am at KG Smooth, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. Well, people really ain't on Snapchat, but yeah, at KG Smooth. Chris Green on Facebook. But if you type in KG Smooth on Facebook, I will show up
Chris
as well.
With a K.
With a K. That's right. Chris with a K. KRIS. And the show, the 3rd season of Ready to Love on the Oprah Winfrey Network, premieres on Friday, November 3rd. And it airs every Friday because owns the weekend. Like, that's their tag. The weekend starts with own. Yeah. And so every Friday night, beginning on October 23rd, is the 3rd season of Ready to Love, hosted by nephew Tommy. This season, they've got it. They're doing it with a twist, you know. So this is Ready to Love, Last Resort, and we're at this resort, you know, trying to find our forevers. And you all should check it out, especially if you love dating reality shows and you feel as if, you know, Black folks don't get their opportunity to do shows like The Bachelor and things like that. You know, this is right up your driveway. Yeah. Forget right up your alley. This is right up your driveway.
I love that. Exactly. I love that.
Knowing that they took 20 Houston, I'm gonna call them celebrities,
yeah.
singles. Yeah. So that's awesome.
20 Houston singles, like all from Houston, and it's going to be something. We are all excited. It is exciting, and just to see, how they edit it, who ends up with who who finds love. It's going to be dope. So please tune in, and you won't be disappointed because it's H-Town. Like
it's H-Town.
It's H-Town for real.
In the house.
And we got KG Smooth. Our KG Smooth.
Hey man, we love you.
We're cheering you on. We're cheering you on.
Well, thank you all so much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
But I'm not a one and done. I am on more than one episode. So
we know that. We know that. We can tell.
Yep.
You got it. You got it.
So, hey, look. Your plane just got in, so and the season's all over. So we know.
Don't give it away.
I'm not. Hey, speaking of giveaways.
Oh, right.
Speaking of giveaway, so you guys know we told you that we have a new sponsor, and the sponsor is Gracie's.
Gracie's.
And those of you in the Houston area know Gracie's, but the owner, Johnny Carrabba's, you can find his restaurants all over the place. But anyway, we are honored to give our first giveaway to a couple that we chose.
We have a winner.
Remember, we want you guys to send in an email to loveinblack1@gmail.com and tell us what you like about our show. And we selected names out of a box. My wife, that box she brought here last week.
The box I brought last week.
Yeah, so we selected out there. So the winner of the Grace's coupon for this week is going to be...
It's a gift certificate, yeah.
It's a gift certificate, yeah. It's going to be Irving and Mickey Tyler.
Yes, that's Lakika Tyler.
Hey.
They are the winners.
They are the winners.
The gift certificate to Gracie.
Yep.
So congratulations.
I love Gracie.
Congratulations. Hey, we're going to close out here, but let me close out by saying, guys, if you're in a relationship with a woman and you really love this woman, I mean, there's certain things you ask and certain things you don't ask as a gentleman, right? So keep it clean. If you need to ask the type of question that was asked tonight, please do it before the engagement, the wedding, and all of that. Find that stuff out when you're first dating, all right?
Yeah.
So
be responsible.
Be responsible in what you say.
Yeah. And how you treat one another, really and truly.
Exactly. Baby, we had a great show tonight.
This was so much fun. Yes. This is a wonderful show. This is your celebrity edition with KG Smooth,
That's
Love and
right.
Black, and Tory and Teri.
Yep. So, guys, we'll be right here next Friday night, same time, same channel.
A-Star TV. Have a good weekend.